I'm Dr. Sam Novak, and a friend of Frank Gray and his family, Dorothy, Glenn, Mary Beth, and Kathy. For close to 50 years now, not quite 50 years, he's been my patient and a very close friend. He got me to play softball years ago, and he wouldn't leave my office until he and Wayne Peterson made me agree to play softball. And that was in 1987. Frank never tied his shoelaces, and he was running in from third base to home plate and tripped. And I was thinking he broke something, but he didn't. But he really bruised himself. And he could hit, he could throw from third base to first base. We were practicing one morning at the ball field near the old the rec center, and there was a guy that had come out with us the first time, and he was running into, I was catching, he was running into home plate and collapsed right in front of me. I checked instantly for the pulse, and there was no pulse. So we immediately started CPR, and our coach, Wayne Peterson, did the compressions, and Frank did the mouth-to-mouth, putting oxygen into his lungs so we could pump it into his brain. And in those days, we didn't have a cell phone, and someone ran to the rec center, and they called our 911. The ambulance came and knew that they needed more than what they did, and so they called in a helicopter. That guy survived. He survived because of my friends. And later the city and even the fire department gave Frank two commendations, awards for his immediate attention to this guy. And he had, Frank's a lot bigger guy than I am, as you know, and he pumped air into his lungs that got air to his brain. And since then, ever since then, and that was a number of years ago, that man has been sending us Christmas cards every year. But Frank, back to what I was telling you, Frank said, "Come here, I want to show you something." And he took me back. This is after Dorothy passed away. He took me back into his bedroom and opened the drawer and showed me a letter of commendation. Frank was in the Korean War as a tank commander, and he had virtually, under fire, saved the life of one of our soldiers. I've known him all those years, and he never told me that.
You raise me up tomorrow.